Hi everybody and welcome to Cut the Kibble. I'm Paula and this is Miss Bella, my 12-year-old Bichon. She looked gumpy this morning. We just came in from outside. It's very wet because it's been raining the past 2 days. She doesn't like getting her feet wet. So I'm working on my ebook for you guys. I don't know when it's going to come out, but I have a ton of stuff in there. But if you don't know me, I love to talk more than I like to work on the computer. And I had to stop putting the cookbook together to talk to you because I have something important to talk to you about. And I wanted to talk to you today about turmeric. I've talked in the past, but I have something else to tell you. You know, turmeric is such a hot commodity right now. Everybody's using it, not just canines, but people are using it. I've been going to Costco in the past year. You can buy a huge box of it, okay? Why is that? Because people are, especially now during the pandemic, they know the medicinal properties of turmeric and how it can boost your immune system, okay? Let's talk for a minute about the good of turmeric, and then we'll go to the other side. So, turmeric has something called curcumin in it, and that helps. It's a very high in an antioxidant. It helps with inflammation. It helps with heart disease. It's been known to kill cancer cells. So it's all the rage, okay? And it has that vibrant color, if you know what it is. It's like an orange, like a beautiful, beautiful sunset. And people actually use that dye, to dye t-shirts naturally. All right. Well, and I wanted to say, if you do use turmeric, you have to put black pepper in it to activate it. Sounds kind of weird. The whole thing is like witchcraft a little. Anyway, I wanted to talk about the dark side of turmeric, and I've talked about this a little bit, but I have something else to add. Let me talk about my experience first with turmeric. Sorry, the thing was shaking. So I brought Bella in a year ago to my holistic vet because she had a slight tear of her ACL. And being a proactive mama as I am, I asked her, what would you suggest that I give Bella to help her with her joints and her cartilage and all that jazz? And she suggested turmeric. And I told her that I was a little bit skeptical about it because Bella in TCM, Chinese traditional medicine, is a hot dog, meaning she doesn't like to be hot in the summer. I love sitting out in the sun, and she wants to come in and sit on the tile floor to get cooled down. So if I give her something hot, like a hot herb, like raw garlic, that's why I cook her garlic, or like a spice like turmeric, which is spicy, it's going to affect her if I give her the raw one. Again, I could cook it, but raw, she doesn't do well. But this was my holistic vet, and I don't know, I just got weak at the moment and I trusted her. So I bought this liquid bottle. It was $35 to the pharmacy at the vet. And it was liquid. And all that was in it was turmeric and like water. There was no other stuff. Okay? And the vet put on the prescription that I needed to give her. I forgot what it was, like 5 milliliters twice a day. So I came home, and being a smart mama, I gave her half of that dose, and I only did it once. And oh my goodness, for the next 36 hours, even when we were sleeping, 2 or 3 times while we were sleeping, she had to urgently rush to the door and go outside, and she had very bad poops. So, number one lesson, if you have a hot dog, a dog that doesn't like to be hot, or a dog that has a sensitive stomach, which she does because she had a bleeding ulcer because she was given Rimadyl for a dental, don't use this. It's not worth it, okay? But there's something else I wanted to talk to you about, because turmeric, which India is the number one grower of this turmeric. They grow 80% of the world's turmeric, and they export 60% of it. Turmeric has been known to have lead in it. And recent studies have shown that turmeric from Bangladesh, I'm not good with geography. I've looked on the map, and Bangladesh and India are all in South Asia, and Bangladesh used to be part of India. So I don't know what to say to you. I'm just giving you information. Bangladesh has the most lead in their turmeric, okay? And you gotta just be careful. I've always said you need to check your source for your proteins and your vegetables. And we've talked about garlic. You don't want to get garlic from China. And now I'm talking about turmeric. You do not want to get it from Bangladesh for sure. And maybe India. I've done my own research, and it's high levels of lead in turmeric from India. Now you say, well, why is this? It's because, remember we talked about that bright, vibrant color like the sunset? Well, I have to go back here, look at my notes. But they add lead chromate to enhance the color in the turmeric. And lead chromate, CHROMATE, is a known carcinogenic. Now, what are we going to do? We hear that turmeric is good for us and for our dogs. But now we're hearing that there's lead in it. Just like, and I don't want to talk about it now, another heavy metal, rice has arsenic in it. Got to read my book. Who knows, I'll talk about it maybe in another video. But, you just got to be careful, and you need to weigh the pros and cons. I don't give her turmeric anymore because she's a hot dog and it really upsets her. Every now and then, if I buy turmeric for myself to put in soups, I may put a little in her food. But something else you need to think about, because all these studies have been done, that the babies, the young children under 12 years old, were getting very ill. And the symptoms were stomach aches, diarrhea, and vomiting. Remember I told you how she had diarrhea for 36 hours? Maybe it was from the lead in that prescription medicine. I don't know. What am I trying to say to you here? I'm trying to say that I'm not going to tell you how much I weigh, but I weigh a lot. She weighs 14 pounds, and the study of the children, they probably weighed less than, 30 or 40 pounds. You also have to consider these are little animals. And if you're going to give them something that's questionable with heavy metals, how is it going to affect them opposed to you, that you're probably at least, 140 pounds? I'm more than that. You really got to weigh the pros and cons and make your own decision. So I just had to stop what I was doing with my e-cookbook and come here to share this with you. And you got to do your own research, because you are the voice of your dog. That's it from us today.